Welcome back, nerds, to the second episode of the Game Boy Advance December series that I'm doing that features the latest Game Boy Advance mods, accessories, and my favorite games to enjoy on this device. This week we're going to go over how to install the IPS 3.0 laminated display mod for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, boy.
Right off the bat, I got everything from Funny Playing. It's going to come in a tight little box. Everything's well packaged. It comes clean, undamaged, which always surprises me. Here's everything on screen that we're going to use for this mod. First off, you got the screen mod itself, which comes with a ribbon cable, piece of foam, and the screen itself, which always scares the crap out of me because it has a lot of scratches on the protective cover, but they always come out clean once you remove it. Then you got the Funny Playing case. You need a specific case for this IPS laminated display mod. And again, I always think they're super high quality and feel great. So this is our donor GBA. Your Game Boy is going to have a 32 or 40 pin connector. You can tell without opening the Game Boy by the method shown on the screen. Additionally, if you open the device, you can tell with the number 32 or 40 seen on screen.
Go!
Go and remove the ribbon cable. So front side of the motherboard, everything came clean with this donor GBA. Now we're getting into the ribbon cable that supports both 32 and 40 pin motherboards. This has a holographic sticker, which Funny Playing is really big about counterfeit products to them, where they make replica Game Boy Advance products. I just find that kind of funny. So since mine is a 32 pin motherboard, we're going to plug in the 32 pin connector. First off, we're going to solder and tin 3 points as displayed there. I'm using a flux pen to prep all the contacts for tinning. My soldering iron is not the best. I got this like 5 years ago. It was Amazon special, $10, and it works okay. So you can see the tinning went smooth there. Here are the 3 points that you want to solder your cables to. And go ahead and put a little bit of flux. I used to not think flux was important, but ever since I started using it, it's gone a little bit more smooth. Again, I'm not the best solderer, and this is kind of always fun to mess around with this stuff. Now you can see me struggle on these tinning these connectors. Some of them have like a hollow center, and so it's hard for the solder to grab onto. But I can't tell if it's because of a crappy soldering iron or if it's just the nature of soldering to this specific piece. I don't know. If you know why I have such a hard time soldering these points, let me know. If it's because of my crappy soldering iron, something I'm doing wrong, let me know in the comments below. You can see it just doesn't want to stick. So I go back to the first one that I rage quit on. And the way I finally get these to work is like a big sphere dries on top of the contact. It's like, come on. So it works. So you can see you have spheres sitting on each of the 3 contacts here. Time to connect the wires that come with the screen mod. I'm just trying not to damage those little resistor capacitor components there to the right. Split into 2. Luckily that ball of solder comes right off. Bam, got it. Again, it's just not hot enough, it looks like. I don't know, man, but I feel like I did a pretty good job. There we go. Got it. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Bam, cooled. All right. Now for the pull test. And make sure that it's only touching the contact that it's supposed to, not any adjacent contacts. So these three wires, the contacts that they're connecting to are for the L, R, and select button. So again, you want to make sure that the right contacts are going to the right place. Now a little close-up action, soldering the 3 points here. God, I'm pretty good. I'm improving, showing off a little bit, doing the reverse hands here. Do the pull test. We're good. We're good to go. They're going to stay on. We're going to test them, but I can already tell you they're going to work out great. It's kind of kind of funny. You have to take out the start and select membranes, and then they're going to sit over the cable. It's kind of weird, but it works. Here are the funny playing button membranes. I found them to be a little bit stiffer than the original, so I kind of want to switch them back to the original. So you can see I've had to bend the ribbon cable kind of weird to get everything to line up properly, so be mindful. You won't damage the ribbon cable. I mean, don't hard crease it, but just kind of bend it into place. Here's the foam piece. Don't forget the foam piece. I forgot it the first time. Just kind of holds everything together. The way this is fit in the shell is everything is kind of compressed by the front and back pieces of the shell. So if you don't have that piece of foam, then it just kind of doesn't fit right. There's a lot of steps that you might forget to do, so be sure to like cut that part out for the link cable connector up top. A lot of wires like to stick out and get crushed, so just always be mindful of the wires and how they sit. I decided to tape a couple down just to manage them a little bit better so they wouldn't get crushed. There's another thing I forgot. Be sure to put in the power LED diffuser. So again, inspect up top, making sure that no cables are pinched. Looks like I got a pinched cable. Went ahead and got that out with some tweezers. Go ahead and reassemble. And once you're confident that everything works great, then you can go ahead and assemble everything together. I was kind of confused with the new L and R buttons and the metal piece that goes into it, so I had to get the old OEM button and kind of compare it to know how to insert the metal pin correctly. My installation, I probably had to reassemble maybe 5 different times because I kept forgetting different steps. And then attach the back plate. Most important part, make sure to stick it in the center. This is the sticker that comes with the funny playing GBA shell. Turn around and see if everything comes together well.
Go!
How do we do? All right, screen looks good. Let's test the touch sensor. All right, works well. Gotta wipe off that screen. That screen is a dust magnet. And great, we've successfully installed the IPS 3.0 laminated display. Please go back and watch the first video where we review the display and we go over the different features, as you can see here, that are built into the display mod itself. Thanks for watching this week's video. Stick around. We're going to go over some great stuff featuring the Game Boy Advance next week as well. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Share it with any friends. Share it with any nerd people that like this stuff. And have a good day. See ya.